for the Swan, I think, and that's what is going to be making an appearance here.
Well, this is awkward, this implement, because it's so high that you're firing down onto the cue ball. So if you don't hit it absolutely dead centre, at the top of the cue ball, that is, if you don't hit it dead centre, you're going to swerve it ever so slightly. So the tendency is he'll miss this thin if he's going to miss it. He's played it well. Decision to make. Does he play for that red on the cushion? Or does he try and get that cue ball out for one of the reds, which isn't easy? There's nothing that he could just play out onto. He may have to play for that red. He doesn't want to. I'm not sure which red he played for there.
36.
Plant.
Robert Milkins.
Oh, he 36. Didn't eye it up, did he? He didn't kind of, whereabouts do I hit here? He just got down and hit it. That's another chance.
It's another good chance that he's only made 36 from. So, Joe Perry, let's see if he can use his experience here. He'll be in this position many times before. He came through, you know, an absolute thriller against Mark Davis, remember, to qualify.
Straighter than he would have wanted. But there is a red that he could play for.
Eight.
Well, this would be the ideal time to prove on his highest break of the session, which is just 42.
That's one thing he didn't want, unless that's a plant to the right corner.
16.
Well, I don't know if he played for that. If he did, then he didn't want to finish where he did. That's worked out very nicely for Joe Perry. Oof, again, used all of the pocket that. And because he potted it thick, the cue ball has not gone far enough up the table for the red next to the pink, which is what he played for. He certainly didn't play for this shot to the middle.
No, it's one of these breaks where every shot has become an event. And that's just reflective of the pressure that he's feeling here. As Milkins is on the comeback trail. And now he's missed. And it was all building up to that, really.
24.
Pressure. Honestly, pressure, it can do anything to you. These two players are great players.
What?
And they're just showing us how difficult this game can be if you're not cool. Milkins has got to see the signs and try and be cool himself. He's got another good chance here.
It's like you say, though, Joe, the pressure's transferring to him because now he feels he can win. He's not just chasing the game, he thinks he can win, so he's under it as well.
That was a nice little positional shot, finding the gap. And he was always
60.
going to be on the red to the middle.
70.
So 29 points the lead. Joe Perry in bits at the moment. He looks cool enough, but he knows that this frame should be gone from him now.
23. 24.
Another red and a colour needed.
$29.
Yeah, Milkins himself, of course, broke down, took that plant on.
30.
Joe Perry didn't look comfortable, it has to be said, in his visit. Develops the red, so
36.
just drop this in, and it's going to be 8-7. And now
37.
suddenly there's just one frame in it. This match is anyone's, and Milkins, you would have to make favourite, I think, at this point, just by dint of the fact that he's won 5 of the 6 frames this morning. Look at that average shot time for the break, 10 seconds.
40.
See ball, pot ball.
$50. 52.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Robert Milkins, when he's confident.
55.
And there's no pressure there. It just shows us how easy this game can be.
Well, that was a pretty barnstorming visit, wasn't it? Joe Perry had the chance to get back into the frame. He didn't take it. Robert Milkins has reduced the deficit to just one. It's officially a thriller. It's 8-7. So how's the final act of this drama that started on Monday night, remember, going to conclude? Perry not looking comfortable. Will the pressure get to Milkins if he can level up or even go in front? These questions will be answered very shortly. Of course, he missed this with the rest. He hadn't missed one. It was 15 out of 15 a couple of frames ago, but that one stayed out and left the red over the pocket. The brown, this was the free ball that he missed.
Yeah, this was massive, wasn't it? Because he was favourite to win. He'd done the hard work, got the snooker. This is another red that he missed to the middle, but that was difficult.
Joe Perry.
And he knew he was leaving reds on, and he missed it, which he did. Milkins seems to be getting confident, more confident. But
8-7 to Joe Perry. A match that has tightened and got a lot
16th
closer.
frame. Robert Milkins to
The pattern really has been Milkins gets in, he doesn't kill the frame off, but then Perry can't respond and Milkins gets another chance. That's what happened in the last frame. If Joe Perry could get in first, maybe just get his hand on the table, build up a lead in a frame, because he always seems to be chasing these frames.
yeah, he keeps getting this kind of chance, Joe Perry. He hasn't knocked them in yet. Missed every one. Maybe this will be different. No. And he was up on the shot very quickly. It's a tough game. When things aren't going for you, it's a tough game. Good pot on the pink and the black. He'd like to take the black, you know. He might just be able to stay on that red next to it.
Thanks, Ron. 7. Eight.
The perfect angle on the blue to split those reds. Now, there could be a plant here to the left corner. Just looking at the reds there. And it's not far away. Oh. He didn't look at it.
13.
I don't think that goes. Now this has got to be the biggest shot of the match so far, I would say.
Robert Milkins. 13.
So, easy red, but not quite so easy to get to a colour. The black and pink tied up.
This is a perfect example, though, of what John Spencer said about snooker. He said it's one of the few sports, if the standard drops, it becomes more exciting. A lot of mistakes and misses and drama building, pressure on both. Pressure on both.
Yeah. And at the moment, Joe Perry is not handling it well.
Milkins then back at the table. Reds all in the open. And here you see in the first session, Perry's pot success was 94%. In this, it's only 72, so it's really dropped.
Taking the more difficult red for position.
1.
I think he's getting more confident, you know. It's whether he can channel that confidence.
Well, there's Milkins' pot success. It's gone the other way, from 88% in session 1 up to 92 in this one.
6.
Yeah, it's sort of keeping that excitement at bay, isn't it? Which must be brewing inside him all the time. At the chance to pull off a comeback that will be spoken about for some time, I would think, if he can complete it. It's been a bit of a fairy tale year, hasn't it, for Milkins, and maybe the story is yet to end.
You'd like to get that black and pink in play.
7.
And he could attempt to bring them out here. It looks like he would be on a red, even if he misses them. But the choice is his. That's what he's tried, and he's done it. He's on a red, and he's developed the black and pink. What an attacking
12.
shot that was. Now, can he get to a colour? Well, maybe the red. Well, it does go. It looks like it goes, but he doesn't like it. Only half a pocket to play with. This is much more difficult. Well, that's a great shot, but he's not ideally on a colour.
No, this is not going to be a procession to the line, that's for sure. It's going to be nervy. Hang on, look about this black, though. What a great shot from Milkins. He's a brave player, you've got to give him that. He's got guts.
He's starting to show us how he won those tournaments now, isn't he?
20.
This red will go. He didn't like it before, but this is a little bit easier from here. It could
20.
only go in off the left-hand jaw, but what a chance now. This is where he's got to just take control of himself.
Well, he's gone in front on the total points, and he's creating an energy in this arena, an energy of excitement that Joe Perry will pick up on as well. He knows Milkins fancies it.
28. 29.
But Milkins has got to try and be as cool as he can here now. He's got himself into this position. Just try and focus.
Could play for the pink here. He doesn't have to, because
36.
if he finishes high on the black, he can get to the next red easy enough.
37. $43.
He's got red safe, which should ease the pressure.
44.
Well, I've had word from World Snooker Tour that they would take them off. They wouldn't let them finish it, which I find incredible, personally, bearing in mind the backstory with this match. So they'll have about another half an hour, I guess, before they can't start a frame. They're the rules. Could be over by then, of course. This frame, barring Snookers, is
59.
But Perry may play for them here. He needs a couple.
59.
So it's just that final ball, isn't it, with Robert Milkins? You know, the red goes in, Joe Perry concedes.
Thanks, Joe. 1.
Just giving him that little bit of life.
No, he's struggling.
Joe
Well,
Perry
let's see if there's any difference. Now it's level. Now it's a level match. Joe Perry has struggled today. Milkins has shown great heart, great fight. And from 7-2 down, he has levelled this match at 8 each. So it's a best of 3. But as I say, World Snooker Tour, I asked the question and the reply came back that they would take them off. There's some leeway, but at the moment, you've got to feel there's probably time for 2 more frames. So if it went 9 each, would they really have to come back at 10:30 tonight? That just seems incredible. When you've got all afternoon, bearing in mind we're starting earlier than normal, surely they could push that back. It's nothing to do with me and Joe, obviously, but for the players and the audience here, bearing in mind this match was supposed to start on Monday night, we're now on Thursday morning, it could end up being they play in a 4th session. Anyway, as I say, the way Milkins is feeling, he'd be feeling good to get this won in the next half an hour. All brewing up to a very, very exciting conclusion.
Thank you, frame 17. Joe Perry to break.
Eight each. A level match now. Joe Perry led 7-2, but it's become a best of 3 for a place in the second round of the World Championship. Drama on this Thursday morning. Remember, this session wasn't even supposed to take place. The schedule had to change.
And that's the best break-off he's made. Hasn't left this red on to the right corner, which he has been doing. He's pushed the red over the corner. He's got a terrific cue ball, and he's hid the red. Doesn't want to hit that angle. So, Joe Perry with a chance.
Seems we keep saying this, but can he get going finally in this session? Will he feel any differently now it's level? We might find out here. And there's his highest break in this session, that 42 in the frame that he won, frame 12 of the match, the third of the day. Oh dear.
Now, has he left anything?
One.
Yeah, I mean, that was such an easy red to get the right side of the blue from. Okay, the red's over the pocket, over the left corner, but he'd have liked to have got closer to that red. Should still get onto the black from here, but these little things just weigh on your mind. Should have been easier.
7.
I think at the moment he's thinking Joe Perry's struggling and this match is there for the winning. And a lot of it is now controlling his own excitement about that. We can ask him if he wins whether he thought at 7-2 down he had much of a chance, if any. But now he's the favourite. But as I say, if they do end up getting taken off before it's over in this session, then that can only really help Perry. Milkins won't be aware of any of that right now.
40.
No, neither
50.
player will know that that's the future for them. Unless they change their mind, of course.
Well, you would hope that there would be some latitude.
22.
Certainly if it was 9-all, you know, that would be the worst scenario to go off then. Anyway, we'll see.
$23.
Could play a little cannon to the red above and to the right of the black. But not always supposed to go right, and it hasn't. Can pot the red to the left corner, but position not guaranteed.
30.
Another chance for Joe Pep. Well,
Robert
I'm saying
Milkins
another
first.
chance. It's not an easy one. The red won't pass the green. There is a red to the right corner. I don't think he can see enough of the red to knock the red onto the red. Well, maybe he can. Oh, 3-ball plant. Well, great shot.
1.
Well, he's had chances in every frame of the morning session. This is another one.
Oh, it's tough, this. That was so tough, trying to get the cue ball out
Shot
for
favourable.
a red. That was well and truly missable, but another chance for Milkins. He's 29 points to the good here.
1.
Urging that cue ball on to the blue. He'd like to get the black back on its spot. But if he's going to play that shot, he needs to play the red in baulk first. Then play the black, then play the easy red over the middle. So if he plays for the
6.
black and not ideally on it, he can play one of the baulk colours.
7.
Just needs to drop it in. Doesn't like it. Don't blame him. These middle pockets are dynamite. The adrenaline certainly pumping. A good
9.
foot too hard there.
10.
He's thinking of playing the cannon to the pink with the red over the left corner. Developing the pink. Maybe the other reds as well. He's guaranteed, if he just pots the brown or yellow, he's guaranteed that red over the left corner pocket. The pink will go to the right corner, I think. So he didn't have to play this shot. And if he misses it, he's on nothing.
Hence the reaction from Milkins.
12.
Yeah, didn't have to play it. The pink did go, so get close to the red over the pocket. Play for the pink. Or blue.
Robert Milkins, 12.
So another frame where Milkins has had a chance. He's got a few in front. 41 to be precise, but hasn't killed it off.
Well, that could have been worse. Don't think there's anything on. Nothing possible. Such a hard game, this, when things aren't going right. And it's getting harder.
Cheers, Rob. Thanks.
Doesn't want the kiss. So, another chance for Joe Perry. Not a good table. He'd like to get the pink back down this end of the table, if he could.
This is what happens, isn't it, when there's been a lot of missing, you know, balls go awkward, colours off their spot. So even if you do get a chance, there is the pink. You know, you got to work for it.
Well,
He's had a few chances in this frame, Robert Milkins. And so has Joe Perry, to be fair.
Full.
Well, he's no longer looking over his shoulder. He's level pegging.
Five.
That's a very good positional shot. That's where he had to be, just to be able to drop this black in the middle and finish on these two reds. But could have done without the kiss. Perfect position on the black.
12. 13. $20. 21.
He could try and play the cannon to the middle of those three reds. But Milkins can't look. Oh, but don't forget the black. Wait for this.
21.
Oh, he's had a little bit there.
He has, but it's a little bit like that blue right at the start of the session where he was playing into reds. Just a bit of divided concentration, a little bit more than pressure, I think. He's had a result, but, well, this is getting very sticky now, isn't it, all this? Living every moment, aren't they, this drama? No hiding place in the crucible when the pressure descends.
What he wouldn't have given for a little kiss there.
Well, I've got some good news, Joe. They're going to play to a finish. Common sense has prevailed.
Yeah.
They've got to, haven't they? I mean, because of the backstory with the match, the fact it had a full start, you know, it can't come back for a fourth session. So that's good news. Credit to World Snooker Tour for changing their mind.
Big target now. Those colours over the left side of the table. If it misses, and it missed the pink, could have been good. No, that was miss-hit completely. Yep, that's a better one. Now he could just roll up to the red by the black. Could leave a red to the left middle, but no way to get onto a colour. Unless. Easy safety. Try and get that cue ball in. Yellow, brown and pink. Doesn't want the kiss. Great pot. He played the cue ball down that end of the table, but that's another very good pot. What does he play here? The pink or the snooker? Now then, 27 points the lead.
7.
The red all important.
Well, he's firmly in control of this frame if he pots this red.
8.
Well, he's bang on the pink, isn't he? But there's a case for playing the snooker here. If you could get to the red, then I'd say pot the pink.
Well,
if you're going to play that shot,
Milkins, 40.
play the black safe.
Exactly. Perry needs the black in play.
Just don't understand him sometimes, Robert Milkins. Why play it so hard? Left himself in trouble. Yeah, good shot, Joe Perry.
Well, just to reiterate, we've had word this match will be played to a finish in this session. Obviously, the afternoon session will have to be pushed back a little bit from its planned 1 o'clock start in 50 minutes, but it's the right decision to let them finish because of the whole story of this match and how it's ended up in this session in the first place. It wasn't the players' fault. But who is going to come through? There's going to be a lot of drama yet, I think.
Yeah, there could be quite a bit in this frame yet. 34 points the difference, and he's developed the black. Robert Milkins. Knowing he's miscued, it's going from bad to worse.
Foul. And a miss.
And a free ball.
Joe Perry, 4. Free ball.
And now only the blue safe. Well, he's gone from being odds-on favourite to take this frame, Robert Milkins, to being, well, I can't believe he's putting it back, Joe. He doesn't fancy the black.
Marcel, can you bring this up?
I think this whole sort of situation just sums up how the pressure of the crucible is like nothing else, and it can affect thinking and it can affect everything, really. The cue feels in your arm. We've seen it over decades. We're seeing it again here. They're just Rob Spencer, the referee, just getting some help from Marcel Eckhart, the cue ball.
Yeah, he could just see the red, couldn't he?
Towards you. That way. Yeah, okay. Rob, have a look. A bit more this way. Yeah, okay.
Just making it harder for himself.
Yeah, exactly. And credit to him, in this situation, to be so honest.
Okay, John? Yeah, thanks, Rob. Thank you, Marcel.
Oh, we got near the pot. Does he go for the pot here? It looks like he is. Where's it going to finish this? Well, it could have been worse. The red doesn't pass the green, but he should be snookered. Again, can't believe he's missed the snooker there.
shot, says Milkins.
I thought it was Snooker when he said good shot.
Remember, Milkins just needs the red to leave Perry needing Snookers.
He wouldn't have this one over. So, Joe Perry with another chance here. Just the blue safe. But if he can land nicely on the yellow, he could bring the blue into play. Well, that's not nicely on the yellow.
Well, no, but he can't take the yellow, can he?
Of course.
He would only be able to tie if he took the yellow.
He needs the green. It's a good pot. There was a lot of pressure on that. He needed that green.
4.
If he can leave himself nicely on the brown. Well,
6. Thank you.
That's not where he wanted to be. Work to be done. I was about to say, if he left himself somewhere where the white is now on the brown, he'd have had a chance to bring the blue into play.
Nine.
This brown is not a gimme. It is now. And that's all Milkins is going to need.
Yeah. It was a tough clearance anyway, but he wasn't quite in control. He left himself that green around the angles, didn't get nicely on the brown. Milkins just checking the maths. But if he pots this, then barring 2 snookers, he's going to be 9-8 up. Remember, he was 7-2 down when the morning began. Robert Milkins hasn't been flawless, but he's shown great heart. He's been getting the lead in all these frames. That's been the common denominator. Perry's been chasing the game.
Robert Milkins 4.
And now he's behind in the match for the first time. Robert Milkins then has won 7 of the 8 frames played this morning, and he's won away at 9-8. Well, just great drama, isn't it? The standard might not be the highest, but the Crucible delivering again. And Milkins, every right to feel confident that he can get this one. Would be a great win, wouldn't it? You know, from 7-2 down. Don't see it that often. This was the shot on the green. He left himself awkward on it and then didn't get as close to the brown as he would have liked.
Yeah, he hit the wrong cushion there, actually. He was trying to hit the black cushion first, and that would have took the cue ball back down the table towards the brown. And this was always tough. He was playing it with a touch of left-hand side to develop the blue. And what a gift for Robert Milkins.
Well, Perry's left the arena to, no doubt, just try and gee himself up a bit. You never know, it can turn back. Now, Milkins is in front, it can turn back. So it's Milkins 9, Perry 8 in this extraordinary match. It began in extraordinary fashion, of course, on Monday. The aborted opening session. They came back Tuesday. They had a whole day off yesterday with Perry leading 7-2. Milkins got a new tip on his cue. This morning, 7-2 down. He closed the gap to 8-5 at the interval. Now he's 9-8 in front and needs one more to reach round 2. It's a theatre, the Crucible. It's staged many great productions. Will there be more drama, more twists in the tale yet? You wouldn't be surprised. The afternoon session is going to start a little later than planned. But let's see if Milkins can get it won, or can Joe Perry force a deciding frame finish.
The 18th frame. Robert Milkins to break.
Needs a good break off. And look at what's happened. He's hit the blue. He's sat there in his chair and he should have been preparing himself for a good break off. He's hit the blue. So Joe Perry in first. Although, I'm saying in first, his cue ball's run too far for a colour. Unless there's a plant there. He's just looked at the two reds to the right of the pink. No. So I'm trying to get in behind the blue.
Joe Perry won.
Yeah, let's hope those two reds aren't the plant. For Joe Perry's sake. Well, they look spot on, don't they? In which case, he could have played the green, Joe Perry, and the plant. He obviously didn't see it.
One.
He's full of guts, isn't he, Robert Milkins? Not afraid at all to take balls on. And there's another one. He struck that sweetly. Too well, in fact. I don't think he's on anything. He deserved to be on a red there, but I don't think he is.
Cheers, Rob, thanks. Robert Milkins 3.
Of course, we've had one deciding frame finish so far, Luca Brissell and Ricky Walden. Joe Perry's trying to force another, but my word, it's so tense out there.
Well, if he's in trouble, he could come off the right side cushion and land up to that red nearest the right corner pocket. That gets him out of trouble, this shot. That's only one option. There's others. Well, that wouldn't have been one of my suggestions.
One.
Well, one thing you can say, despite his problems this morning, the psychology has changed as much as Perry is now the chasing man. It's Milkins suddenly looking over his shoulder. Let's see if that makes any difference at all here. And can he just get a lead in a frame? He's been chasing, it seems, every frame today.
A couple of good kisses there. Leaves him nicely on the thread to the left corner. If the pink goes to the right middle, it's okay. If not, it's not going to be easy. Has to play for the brown, maybe. Well, decided to go back down the table. Needs to slow down. Just a little bit too hard, but still potable. The yellow and green. Nicely played on the red, but again, not ideally.
Nine.
The wrong side of this red.
12.
Wanted to be the other side of it. Would have been easy to play for the pink. He could play for the brown.
30.
I think at the moment there's a lot to be said for just trying to just get his hand on the table here. Just get a bit of rhythm back into his action and use his experience. As I say, he's seen every sort of match down the years. This is a match that's 7-2. He was a heavy favourite to win, but he's not lost it yet.
$70. 80.
Well, that kiss could have been worse, couldn't it? Ideal on the pink. Now he's looking in better shape. Nice little cannon that from Joe Perry.
24. 25. 31. 32. 38. 39.
So now it's Milkins suddenly in his seat, wondering if the frame's slipping away.
$45.
Joe Perry's not made a half-century break since frame 9.
Well, that could change here.
Well, I remember the red a few frames ago, he missed with the rest to that pocket. He struck that one really well, actually. So there's the position. But, of course, when it says 59 left, that's with blacks. The black not in a great spot there. Can he just snick this red in? Gets on a colour. It's looking like 9 each. It wriggles in. It wriggles in. Well, every credit to Perry. If he can just knock this pink in, it looks like we're heading to a decider. Oh, under the circumstances, what a great break it's been from Joe Perry. Down but not out.
59.
It's a match that took a long time to start and at times today was sort of refusing to end. But it's going to come down with that red going in to a final frame shootout, Joe.
I know. I think we deserved it, didn't we? I don't think these two wanted it, but we're going to get it.
Well, he's 61 in front, 43 on. This has been a terrific break. You know, he was 7-2 up. He'd only won one frame of the 8 played in the session.
Joe Perry 63.
But that's 63. That's his highest break since the last frame of the first session on Tuesday night. So it's all come down to one more to decide it. Robert Milkins and Joe Perry level at 9-9. Well, incredible, and it doesn't matter about the standard, it's the drama and the excitement that this match has generated. That was a really good effort, though, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, Joe Perry, I don't know where he dug that one from, but it just showed his character because he's had everything thrown at him, he's missed all kinds of balls, and then all of a sudden he's dug deep and found something. And that was a great 63 break. It started with a very poor break-off, you've got to say, from Robert Milkins. But he knocked a plant in and then knocked in a fantastic yellow, come back down the table and didn't finish on anything. But he didn't play a good safety.
The deciding frame. Joe Perry to break.
Joe Perry breaks off in the deciding frame of this extraordinary match. It started in extraordinary fashion when the first session was aborted because of a protest. They had a whole day off yesterday. It was 7-2 to Perry. Milkins hit the front at 9-8. Perry's made a great break to force this decider. What's going to happen next?
Well, can he see it? That's the point. Can he see it? The next thing is it cuttable? was looking at a possible 3-ball plant to the right corner there. But he'd be opening the reds up. He's playing it. He's playing it. Well, he's going to get his chance here, Robert Milkins. It's not an easy one, for sure. But it's a chance. If he just drops it in dead weight, plays the cue ball to the jaws of that middle pocket, it should be safe if he misses it. Can you see this easy red to the corner? Looks like he can. He had his chance. And sometimes that's all you get, a half chance like that.
What?
Oh, he's short. Short of pace. Anywhere outside of balk.
Well, surely no one...
Oh.
Surely no one thought this decider was going to be straightforward. Yeah, just got there. Never in doubt, Joe.
Yeah. I think he swallowed his heart there.
Nice little sort of moment between the players. They've both given it absolutely everything. But Milkins, having made all the effort to come back, would obviously be really disappointed to lose now.
Looks a good speed. Yeah, good shot. Any harder, and he may have left a red on to the middle.
Joe Perry's first ever match at the Crucible went to a decider. He won 10-9 on the black against Steve Davis. He made a clearance from the last red. That was back in 1999.
Yeah, sure. Cheers, John. Thanks.
Yeah, good return safety. I think you can just see the red behind the pink.
Thank you.
For the record, it's the first decider that Milkins has played at this venue. It's a match you'll remember one way or another for a long time.
Thick. But I think he's got away with it at first glance. The red down the cushion on the left side of the table. Such a tough shot. He'd be on the black if he took it on and potted it. Anxious looks. Oh, he's taking it on. He's got it. He's on the black, and this is a great chance for Robert Milkins. Can he hold himself together?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Frame one, you know, or probably any other tournament you'd fancy him, but this has an ecosystem all of its own, this event, this venue, this match. But we know what a confident character he is. He's not going to overthink things, that's for sure.
8.
Yeah, situations like this, you just try and Just knocking a few balls together and build a lead.
9.
Could have done with being closer to the black, but he should be okay.
$60. 70.
Well, it's been an extraordinary 2023 for Robert Milkins. Made a maximum
20.
at the German Masters. He's within the frame of getting to the final there. He won the Welsh Open and the bonus prize, 150,000, to go with the 80. Got a Crucible seeding for the first time, rejoining the top 16.
He wasn't sure what was going to happen to the cue ball there. If he just drops it in, would he have been cannoning the other end? It didn't look like he would. And now he's faced with this. He's full of courage, Robert Milkins. Anybody else might play the safety. That's a great recovery shot. That's a great recovery shot, and he's on the red. Listen to the applause.
Well, as you say, that's classic Robert Milkins, not backing away. Perry wondering if he will now get another chance after that terrific break in the last frame to force the decider.
Oh, that really was a wonderful shot.
$33.
Pink's easy. Choice of reds to play for.
It's in his hands. That's all you want in the deciding frame, to have the opportunity. A few audience members weren't sure.
Oh, wow. My heart was in my mouth. Never mind his. Well, that puts all thoughts of potting that red out of your mind.
39.
And that will suit Robert Milkins.
Yeah, and I think what suited him as well was just that little 20 seconds while Rob Spencer was sorting the pink out after that pink that he potted. You know, looked like it might have stayed out. Just a little chance to recompose himself.
$47.
Of course, it could be a rematch with Sean Murphy if he does come through here. Murphy beat C. Joel Wee. Their Welsh Open final was one of the great matches of the season because of everything that was on it. He doesn't care who he plays. He wants this out the way now.
48.
Joe Perry hit a thick safety. Milkins took a brave red on down the cushion. Now just a little too far for comfort.
55.
If he plays for the black here, he could be hampered. 54 points the lead.
56.
Played it well. Still missable this though. Bridging over the reds. I don't think he was short. 62 points the lead.
63.
He needs a red and a blue. How does he get there from there?
You just knew it was not going to be plain sailing because the match hasn't been. Nothing about it has been. So, a 62-point lead, but Joe Perry does come back to the table with 75 on. Good safety from Milkins. He's in the driving seat for sure. And that is actually his highest break of the whole match.
Well, that was a nice little gesture, that, from Joe Perry. Tapping the table.
Absolutely. I mean, Joe Perry's a pure snooker man. If he does lose, you know, he'll be gracious about it. Oh, he's caught the blue. Oh, dear.
Robert Milkins, 5.
So just a red needed now.
Yeah? Yeah.
You could hit this red easy.
Sure. Is that all?
I think he could hit it easier than that, actually.
Thank you.
Doesn't look as though he can hit it now.
Well, Milkins said to him, could you hit that red? And he said, I thought I could. Obviously, he wouldn't have played the shot otherwise.
I was about to say that could be it, but I think it's reasonably safe.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, he just needs to leave a red on. That little kiss and that little kiss made the difference. What an ordeal it's turned into, though. You know, 7-2 is a really good lead, of course.
Yes, he's had lots of chances, hasn't he, Joe Perry? It's not like Milkins has steamrolled him with big breaks all over the place. He has knocked in a few small ones, but Joe Perry has had lots of chances. Remember the free ball brown he had after needing a snooker. But it's not over yet. Still plenty left. 75 left on the table. 67 behind. Has a red to the left middle, but more concerned in bringing reds off the cushion, I would think. That's one red off.
Yeah, there's just still a feeling, I'm sure, in the audience as well, that so much has gone on in this match. There's still time for a late twist or two, or maybe 3.
Well, there's nothing really safe now. .67 lead is good. But at this level, it's not enough. That's brought another red into play. That red that's closest to the right side cushion. It's potable, that one, if you can get right behind it at some stage. And just priming himself for this long red.
This is effectively match ball for Robert Milkins. And in it goes. The Milkman has delivered. An extraordinary match. It'll be remembered for all sorts of reasons, for the protest, but ultimately for the recovery, assuming Joe Perry doesn't get the snookers. An unprecedented extra session they required. Robert Milkins was introduced when, in fact, it was Joe Perry who was coming out first. It was all happening.
3.
But Milkins, every credit to him. He's a man with a huge heart, big courage,
4.
an instinctive game, and increased self-belief this year. It'll be very disappointing for Perry, of course, to have let it slip from 7-2. He did have a lot of chances, as Joe said, along the way.
9.
But Robert Milkins' great
7.
year continues. The fairy tale is continuing here at the Crucible. The final chapter, not yet written.
50.
He'll play Sean Murphy or
60.
C. Jarwee in the last 16. First time as a seed, it wasn't looking good, was it? But he kept his belief. That was important today.
21.
And he kept going for his shots as well. He barely waiting for the white to stop there. So excited. One of the great first-round comebacks has been completed by Robert Milkins. Joe Perry had the advantage at 7-2, but Milkins turned it round superbly. He won 8 of the frames played in this session. Robert Milkins the winner by 10 frames to 9. Well, memorable match for all sorts of reasons, and, well, Milkins, I'm not going to say safely through, but he's